Hello, welcome to this video. We're at Fuji today in Group 3 for the FIA Manufacturers Cup. We've got a certain Mr. Super GT in the lobby, so we'll see if he can finish in 6th place as usual. And it's going to be really important to get a good qualifying result here. Qualifying times are going to be really close. We need to get a slipstream if we're going to be near the front of the grid, and yeah, if we're near the back of the grid, there's not really much we can do from there. If you're enjoying the videos I'm making and you don't already subscribe, please do so you don't miss the next one. Yeah, I enjoy making these videos and I hope you enjoy watching them. I'm going to get the excuses in early. My headphones have just died and I'm not used to using the TV volume for racing, so yeah, we're going to have to get used to that and see what happens. Okay then, so qualifying did not go to plan at all, and we are down in 15th place, one spot behind Super GT. And yeah, we didn't get a slipstream in qualifying. We were actually purple through the first and second sectors, just about, and then we completely ballsed up in the final sector, went wide and lost about half a second. So starting 15th then, it's going to be a race that we're going to need to save some fuel, so we're just switching it to the fuel mix 6 before the start of the race. But as we cross the line then to begin the race, Super GT hasn't been given a slipstream from the car in front. Yeah, one of the negative sides of the rolling start in Gran Turismo, sometimes you can be a bit unlucky with gaining slipstream. So in the Aston Martin with a lot more power, we breeze down the inside nice and easily then. So this race is a 20-lap race, so quite a long one in terms of Gran Turismo races, and 2 tyre options available that both have to be used, the racing softs and racing mediums. We're on the soft tyres and we kind of did that a little bit by accident. We were very disappointed with qualifying and should have really put ourselves on the medium tyres to start the race and then have some pace at the end on the softs, but unfortunately we kind of forgot to go into the menu and change that. So we're starting on the softs, and what this means is we've got to be really aggressive through the first half of the race. So we need to make up as many places as we can, as quickly as we can, because all these cars we see in front of us now are going to have the soft tyres on at the end of the race, and yeah, we're not going to be able to battle against them very easily. So as we cross the line then to begin lap number 2, we get a slipstream on Lawrence and Jay Tailsy there, and we're going to go over the inside, and we know we can brake really late because we're on those softer tyres. So we plant it on the apex, 2 for 1 in one corner, thank you very much, and up to 12. So it's gone pretty well so far, just at the start of lap 2, and already we've moved from 15th to 12th and gained 3 places. So next up on the road is the McLaren there of EF the Dutch, and again we've got a much better level of grip at this stage in the race, and the McLaren is a little bit iffy on the brakes. You have to brake quite early in that McLaren F1. So we get that move done and up to 11th place now, chasing down the Mitsubishi Evo up ahead. And the Mitsubishi is a car that's not particularly strong in a straight line, but it's very good in sort of the medium high speed corners. So it's going to be quite quick through this final section of Fuji here. But again, he's on the medium tyres, so we're going to have the advantage being on the softs. And as we come through here, we see there's quite a big train forming now, and he goes very wide, so that gives us a chance to move up the inside. But there's a bit of contact between him and the BMW, and then he kind of cuts across to me, and then again the BMW loses it a little bit on the curb on the outside there and ends up banging into the Evo, which then hits us. And you can see the BMW there was just flashing his lights to say sorry for that. He just got a bit of oversteer on the curb, so not much you can do there. But you can see then in the mirrors, the Mitsubishi is starting to come back towards us as we go down into turn 1, kind of just about 3 wide. But again, we've got that inside line. We do have a little bit of slide on the exit of the corner, but we've got those softer tyres on and we're able to make use of it. And now we're up into 9th place, so into the top 10 now. We've got 2 cars very close up ahead. The Mercedes, the next one on the road. And as we come around the final corner then, we're into the slipstream of the Mercedes, who's very, very close himself to the BMW. So we're going to have a bit of a slipstream train going on here. The BMW goes very defensive on the inside, so we're not going to be able to do anything about that. We're going to move to the outside, and again, we're on those soft tyres. We're just going to brake as late as possible, try and sling it around the outside. We almost get it done, but the BMW drifts just a little bit wide and knocks us onto the curb. So we lose a bit of acceleration out of the corner, but we did make up one place there. So very, 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 very good move considering we were forced to the outside there, and just a shame we couldn't get the BMW done at the same time as well. But again, coming through this long right-hander, you can see just how much more grip we've got, and I get caught out a little bit there because the BMW brakes a lot earlier than I was expecting, so it's a little bit of a tap from behind, but nothing serious. No real incident there. And he goes defensive up the inside, so we're going to go to the outside, heading down into what is my least favourite corner on in the world, actually. I think it's just, if there's something that's going to go wrong, there's going to be an accidental crash, or if someone's just going to chance at the inside, it's always that corner at Fuji, and yeah, it can be very frustrating at times. So coming onto the straight then, and we've got the slipstream, nice easy pass in the straight line. Again, the Aston Martin has a lot more power than the BMW. And the BMW is obviously a little bit better on fuel and a little bit better on the tyre wear as well. As you can see in the mirror, the Mercedes also gets that move done too. But now we've got a bit of clean air, we're just going to get our head down and try to push on, do some good laps. And you can see as we finish the end of lap number 8, then we have caught up to Boo Boo Racing, who is the first of the medium tyre runners at this stage in the race. As you can see, the Ferrari, I think it was there, who goes into the pits, had a penalty, so we've got past number 2, so up to 6th place. And we've gained 6.5 seconds to the cars behind, which is going to be absolutely crucial because we're going to need that gap once we come into the pits and end up on the medium tyres, so that we can basically try and hold on, because that gap is going to come down and down and down as we go through the later stages of this race. So coming along the pit straight out of turn, the last corner, and you can see Boo Boo dives into the pits on lap 9. So we're going to have to go a lap without the slipstream, which is kind of not really what we wanted. We would have liked Boo Boo to do another lap and just follow them around, as these soft tyres are starting to wear down a little bit now. But we jump into the pits at the end of lap 10 then, managing to avoid the wall on entry, which I don't think many people actually managed to do. And we've put a bit of fuel in the car as well, so we can get to the end of the race and be able to just push it a little bit. So we are having to short shift at times through this race, but we're not really doing much with the fuel map unless we're in the slipstream. So if we're in the slipstream on the straight, we might put it into maybe 2 or 3. But yeah, we don't have to do much other than short shift here and there. So coming across the line then to start lap number 14, and you can see we've been caught by Lawrence behind, and we're trying to be a bit clever here. So we're going to pull over to the inside, we're going to come off the accelerator, save a little bit of fuel and let him go past. And my reason for doing this was thinking, you know, he's gaining on us all the time, he's going to be able to get past us quite easily on those soft tyres. I thought, let him pass, and we'll see if we can hang on to his slipstream and help and use him to pull us along basically and build up a bit of gap to the car behind. But as we go into that awkward corner, I missed my braking point, lose some time, and you can see as we round the final corner then on lap number 14, we've lost that slipstream. So yeah, that didn't go to plan at all, and as we cross the line, we've actually lost well over 1.5 seconds on that lap. So letting him pass and then messing up the final part of the lap there. So not particularly great driving from me in the end. But lap number 16 then, and you can see the Mazda up ahead has had an outing over on the run-off area. He's probably got caught out by the inside curb there. There's a bit of well, it's called the curb glitch. If you attack the curb at the wrong angle, it just kind of spins your car around, and there's not much you can do about it. But he's got the dirty tyres, so we got the inside, able to go a bit later on the brakes, where he's just recovering from those dirty tyres, and then we've moved up into 6th place. So not too far behind the Mercedes of James, also on the medium tyres I believe, and Lawrence up ahead as well. But as we come around the final corner, crucially we are just outside that slipstream range, so we're 1 second behind. And if we'd managed to get into that slipstream, it really would have benefited us going into these final laps. But unfortunately we just missed out there, and that's going to cost us quite a lot in this race. As you can see, 1 lap later then coming around the final corner, and the gap is pretty much exactly the same to those cars in front. But now Super GT behind us has been able to catch up and is in our slipstream now, and we're not going to be able to do much to defend this, as you know, we don't have the slip ourselves, and he is on soft tyres too, so he's going to come right up to the back of us again. At this stage in the race now, we kind of know that move is going to be his for the taking, and we just don't want to defend, because if we do too much defending, we'll lose time. And you can see in the mirror, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars I can see behind, and if we lose any time battling, they're just going to be able to catch up and get past me as well. So letting Super GT go past then, hopefully he'll be able to bring us up to those cars in front. But unfortunately, as we come around the final corner on the last lap then, we haven't been able to stick with them. They've just got a little bit too much pace on those softer tyres, and we come around the final corner, but we have crucially defended off any attacks from behind, and we're going to finish this race in 7th place with Super GT just up ahead in 6th. And to be honest, from 15th on the grid, I'm pretty pleased with that. Also shout out to Lawrence, who had a very good race, starting from I think 12th or 11th and up to 4th place, so very well done to him. So there we go then. Not really a bad race at all, starting at the back of the grid. Obviously we forgot to put the medium tyres on, so we had to go very aggressive at the start, and actually it worked out pretty alright. And obviously Super GT just getting us with a couple of laps to go and finishing of course in 6th place, so we did manage that. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, then dislike it obviously, and if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so, and I will see you again soon.